now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Following that play, we've got a timeout already for an injured player. And it's one of their receivers who's shaken up on the offense's first snap. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Pulled in at the 20. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out now in his 9th NFL season.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down. They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Getting out to his left. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking for a throw here. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
The home teams and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. from the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His first punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll run here on first down. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Back to the well again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. Dumps it off to his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Hand off to the back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Their offense running back out now. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet Still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit. Tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Second down now, 7 to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense getting set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Williams to throw on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ryan Stonehouse sent out to punt it away. And he'll try to hit this one well. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. First down, ball at the 36. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Throwing from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this in. Touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And his guys take a 4-point lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. This offense making its way back out now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds his back complete. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. They go play action on 1st. That one's complete, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Now a give on the counter. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Williams will look to throw. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Williams from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives them the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go.
Now we're on the counter. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Williams. Complete over the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be a first down. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. They're set up at the 35 now. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 30-yard line.
And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Williams to throw. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense headed out now, not much time left before the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. To throw here on first down. He's got it over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. They'll throw on first. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. We've reached halftime, and it's a comfortable 11-point lead for him at the break. As we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right.
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 33 on second down. Finds a seam down the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And they'll have first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Steps up, and he's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. That's complete to Parker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, they'll run. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Finds a man, right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
And 7 at the 12-yard line.
To throw is Williams. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Here's Williams. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! These guys push their lead further to start the half. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Looking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Back out runs their offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to work his way up to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
That one's complete right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down.
60 Bobcat.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Runs it in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And his guys grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give him a 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him on the slant. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Drew Phillips making the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's been a great time at the stadium for this crowd. Their side has turned this into a blowout as we start the 4th. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Dropping back to throw. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
A gain of 13 yards. And the San Antonio 1st down.
They'll throw it again. Hits him on the in route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll come up 1st and 10. Toss to the right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Throwing on 2nd and 11. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Stopped at the line, and that forces them into a 4th and long.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. Pass play coming here. And the defender comes away with it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. They're out and set, 1st and 10.